Taking a look at Jasmy from the previous video, we can see that Jasmy is sitting right on top of the 382 slash, I guess you would argue 382 still. I was going to say support resistance, but in other words, from the all-time high down to the low, the 382 resistance is now support, and it's been support for the entire year. However, you can only hit a support so many times before the price breaks down. So there are no guarantees that Jasmy is going to remain bullish because we're unable to break away from this support. You can see back in 2022, you bounced off of a support level so many times before the bottom fell out. So there is a chance here that the bottom falls out for Jasmy. Now, if you do actually take a fib from the bottom all the way up to the top, you can see same concept, which is the 18 level right here is also starting to break down as support, which would suggest that the only support that's holding Jasmy up is if you actually take your fib and ignore the wick on the top. You can see you're bouncing right off of the 382 at 15 cents. So I would have to make the case that if Jasmy is unable to see a reversal out of here, then you will be looking for a 12 or 1.2 cent Jasmy in the coming month. Now, if we see buyers come in as they always have throughout the entire year, then a rally back up to 2.7 would follow. Getting through 2.7 would send you back up to 4.4 and potentially 8 cents. However, as I just stated, if Jasmy is unable to show buyers in the range that you're in right now, which at the time of recording there are still buyers, then a break of 1.5 would send you down to 1.2, which doesn't sound like a large move, but it's about 17%. So as long as Jasmy remains between 1.5 and 1.8, you would still argue a bottom is forming. However, again, if you're not able to see a bounce in the coming weeks, then we should be looking for 1.2 to potentially 8 down here. As you can see from the low up to the high, normally when you break the 382, you do go to the 618, which is about 888. And obviously if you pull your support up, you can see as well here that again, from this low to the high, you're sitting on the 0.5, and yet again, 1.2 shows up. So it would suggest that if Jasmy does not hold the level that it's at, you're looking at 1.2 cents as a bear target and potentially as low as 88 for a bear target. And I would end the video by stating that as long as Jasmy is below 2.8 cents, we cannot argue that a move up will be in play. However, Jasmy getting over 2.8 cents would confirm that the bottom is in, and we would look for another rally much higher to potentially 4.4 and, as I said earlier, 9 cents. None of this is financial advice.